Welcome back to WGTV and episode 44.
44?
Woo! Loving it, loving it. As always, I'd like to say a big thank you to all our sponsors, affiliates at Firestorm Games. You've got the Pro Painted Studios who are giving us a discount, and also a huge shout out to warbay.shop. Yeah, so they are built by gamers. For gamers.
For gamers.
For gamers, that's right, yeah. And if you want to trade, buy, sell, you know, like a popular auction site somewhere else, but dedicated to just miniatures, they're the people to do.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's amazing. Go have a look, follow the link below, and check it out. And of course, we can't go any further without saying a huge, huge thank you to all our patrons. Without you, I am nothing, and I'm here for you. So, as always, a huge absolute thank you to the master, Mr. Sean Ricketts, and a huge salute to our hardened warriors, who are Mr. Adam Rawson, Mr. Stu West, Andy Curry, Mr. Ben McDougall, we have Mr. Tim McFall, and Mr. Wayne Gummer. Thank you very much. And of course, a little wink to the local militia. We've got the Maiden Brothers, Jack and Adam, and also we've got Paul Haley as well. Thanks very much, guys. All right, on with the show.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're here for a reason. Yeah.
Yeah, we are.
Let's have a game. So I thought I would bring Seraphon.
Oh.
I know, shiny book. Shiny. Oh.
Gold trim and
gold
all.
trim and everything. Look at that.
Ooh.
Smells. It's all the mystical dust. Look, see? All the mystical. Look at, you see all the skinks? They just run onto the board. Just like that. So yes, I'm going to be using Seraphon tonight. And I'm going to be, as you'll see in deployment, I'm going to throw myself into a bit of a monster fantastic kind of time. But we'll show you about that. But what am I against? Surely it must be Feck.
Mr.
Surely
Turner.
it must be Sylvaneth.
It's dead.
Oh, it's dead?
But it's Nighthaunt dead.
It's ghosty time.
Boo. Big boo.
Big boo. Big boo. So I've got lots of ghosts coming at me.
Yeah.
So technically speaking, none of us are really here. It's just, I'm just a bit of a cosmic thought, and you're just gone.
I was never here anyway.
Never here anyway. I'm just talking to myself. Fantastic. Well, at least I can't lose. Can I? I might do. Well, we'll see. No. Speaking of which, what we're going to play, we've got all these wonderful new scenarios to play, so why don't we have a look on screen now? Fantastic. And we're going to be playing Power Flux. Okay, so as you can see on screen now, we've got 4 objectives, and they're listed up as there's 2 A's and there's 2 B's. And that's because in this one, you have the ability to score 1, score an additional point if you have the other objective as well, but only ever 2 are in play at any one time. The player going second gets to choose whether we're playing with the objectives A or objectives B. So only ever playing with 2 at once. Our deployment zones are 9 inches away from each other, so we're a long way in on this one. So you've got a 13-inch deployment zone.
Juicy close.
Juicy close, yeah. So yeah, proper only 18 inch. So first turn can be a bit. You could have a turn charge with the right models. Yeah, with the right ones, it could be very, very spicy. Also, additional points on this one. You've got if you have one of the Andorian locus on either of the active objectives, contesting them, and you own it, that'll gain you an additional bonus point for each objective with 1 on.
Yeah, each one.
Also, if you kill a wizard, any wizard, yeah, not any whiz, doesn't have to be just an Andorian locus. It can be any wizard. Gives you a bonus point. A bit of a throwback to the old days when if you killed a monster, you used to get a bonus point for killing a monster. But if you killed 2 in a turn, you still only got 1 point.
Yeah.
So a bit of a throwback to that. But this time it's wizards. So. And then your battle tactics worth 2. So technically speaking, you could really max out at score 1, score another objective, that'd be 2. Have a locus on both, so that'd be another 2. So that gets you to 4. Then you could kill a wizard in a turn, so that would be 5. And then your battle tactics 7.
Yeah.
So max of 7. See how we go, bring you back. So, welcome back. Yeah, what do we think about that? You know?
Juicy. I like it.
Yeah. So, it's all going to depend on our armies. So, I think what better time and to go look at deployment and have a little chat through our armies and see what we've got tonight.
Yeah.
Okay, see you soon. So, it's time to have a look at deployment, ladies and gentlemen. And my vast array of dinosaurs. It's like Jurassic Park. It's fantastic. So I've gone into Coseed, the ones where you get -1 damage. Don't think it's going to help me much tonight, because I think most of Ben's attacks are only 1 damage each anyway, but that's what we get. We also get, on the charge, we can have 2 monstrous actions as well. And as we have a plethora of monsters, hopefully that will help us. Let's take you through the list. So, we've got Kermie. He is a Slan. He is all buffed up. He has gone, for a little bit of fun, we've gone with the artifact he's carrying is the Itsy Grubs. So at the start of each hero phase, you can heal 1 wound allocated to the bearer. In addition, in your hero phase, you can reroll 1 casting roll or dispelling roll for the bearer, and in the enemy hero phase, you can reroll 1 unbinding roll for this bearer. Okay, he's got that. He's got the inbuilt ability that he can stare through the eyes of the Oracle. The Oracle, no less. So he can stare through him at some point, and some people have called it the Trog Bomb. I don't think it's going to be much of a one tonight, but we're going to try, because we do have in the list a couple of endless spells. So we've got the old gnashing jaws, and we've got the tick-tock, tick-tock, pendulum of doom. So we've got them, so we'll give them a try during the game, hopefully, fingers crossed. As obviously we have alluded to the fact that we've got a Troglodon. We've also got a lovely solar engine here, sat here. Not quite as powerful as it used to be at one point, but it's no idiot. It's got still got its 2-up save. We're still doing 3 damage a hit, but we only get 3 shots. It would be at -3 rend, which would be fantastic if I wasn't playing an army that ignored rend. But anyway, filling out the army though, becoming the battle line, is not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 of the mightiest of stegodons. That's right. Smashing across the tundra as we go finding magical artifacts for the Slan and friends. Each one of them armed with the big bow. So again, 3 shots, potential of 3 damage off each one. And as they're war parties these days, they count as 10 on objective. So hopefully that's going to be handy when we're fighting lots of ghosties. I am a battle regiment. I was a 1-drop, and that put me at 1945, which I thought, dear viewer, was going to be enough. Until it seems...
Psych.
that Mr. Ben turned up with his battle regiment.
Thy Scarlet Doom. The Blessed of Scarlet Doom. Obviously, Blade Geists. Lots of them. 60. 3 units of 20. 1 unit here, and another 2 off the board because I chose to take them off at the end of deployment. Our general for today is a Guardian of Souls. His spell is going to be Hoarfrost. Hopefully get some nice juicy rolls with that one. Nice spell. He has the Midnight Tomb, which means I can auto cast my delicious Purple Sun. We also have a Krulgas Cruciator for 1 damage less area. We have 2 Chain Ghasts for +1 to hit. We have a Spirit Torment to try and put ghosts back in. And then the Guardian of Souls is going to give me +1 to wound area as well. And he also has the Rule of the Spirit Host. So if a unit does die on a 4-up, he'll come back. And then shout out to Mr. Adam Rawson, the Black Coach, because you can never go home without one. Never leave home. Always go home with one.
Always go home with one. That's it. Yeah, we got there in the end.
Yeah.
And of course, with me on 1945, of course I'll get the Triumph, right?
No, for I am 1940.
Oh, so annoying.
Also a 1-drop.
Ah!
Wonderful.
And you just happened to win the roll and decided to be attacker, didn't you?
Yeah, so I deployed first.
So you'll also get to decide
who goes first.
Yes. How terribly annoying.
I know.
So, yeah, that's it. And so, dear viewers, dear Ben, do let them know
I'm going to let Adam go first.
So, Ben will decide then if A or B are going to be in play. A, obviously being these two,
Yeah.
and B, here and here. So what's it going to be? What's going to be in play?
A.
A it is. Here we go.
Woo!
Turn 1! Well, this hasn't exactly turned out great. Being forced into taking first turn, kind of shortlisted my options in battle tactics with the territory the way it is. Discovered early on that I was within 30 inches of the one chap that could unbind me. Had to take the risk though. Went for it. Went for the new one, which is the magical magical dominance. Number 4, battle tactic number 4. Went for it. Managed to get 1 primal dice each out of the roll off. I went big. Went straight away to try and cast the nil gnashing jaws. And no, I rolled a 7. Rolled a primal dice. Got a 1, took me to 8, plus 1 for casting, takes me to 9. Ben naturally just picked up 2 dice and rolled 10. So,
Yeah.
bye-bye, Mr. Battle Tactic. Of course, then after that, got Mystic Shield, got Arcane Bolt, tried to go for tick-tock, 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 but unfortunately we rolled a 5. Didn't get that off. So we just went to the 4 winds, tried to spread out a bit. And knowing that these are not on at the moment, they're not on, so they're nothing to do with us, don't really have to worry about them at the moment. And we knew the ghosts would probably just come back out the ground, but we shot everything we could. We managed to drop 10 of the darling little ghosts, but at the end of the phase, Ben just, he popped the command point to allow him to
Discorporate.
That's
give
the
me
one.
a 5-up ward.
5-up shrug. So not only has he got a 4-up save against everything anyway, anything that went through, suddenly got a 5-up shrug against as well. Yay! Which he saved quite nicely. Like I say, we dropped 10. End of the combat phase though. Ben pays a command point. Nobody else is running away or going home. And then nicely, Mr. Is it the one? Spirit Torment added 3 back.
Yeah.
So drop 10. 3 come back, and at the end of his turn he's going to get another 3. So this doesn't feel like a completely wasted turn. So hey, only way is up, which gives me a measly 2 points. Look at that scoreboard, because I scored 1 here, didn't score that one, and I had my locus, thank goodness, on the point. Yeah, it gives me 2. This is going to be not the best start. Let's see how we get on in Ben's turn 1.
Nighthaunt turn 1, a very tense turn of dice. Battle tactic was magical dominance, as was Adam's, because with the midnight tome you can just auto cast an endless spell. So purple sun is out and battle tactic complete, because it's my only spell. That was it for the hero phase. Movement. I just shimmied up here, keeping my whiz on this objective for an extra point. So they've just all moved up. The black coach went underground and came up here. The 2 units of blade guys came up here and just in that back corner there. I did no shooting because I wanted to keep the 4-up ward save on the black coach because Adam very kindly killed some blade guys near it.
Idiot.
And then, dear viewers, I had to make some charge rolls. I started with this unit of blade guys, and I rolled a 10, straight into there. And I did 7 mortal wounds on the charge to this.
8.
8?
8.
8 mortal
Yeah,
wounds
8.
to this little dino.
Yeah.
I then charged the unit that I brought up at the back. I got them in on a 9. And I did 10 mortal wounds to the what was once there.
Stegodon.
Yeah, that one.
Who's now over there. Yeah.
And then I gambled and I was like, I should try the black coach just in case, because I kind of want to pin that dino there. And I rolled a 9 as well. Charges everywhere. Although it did cost me a CP for a reroll because it was a bit hesitant. But it still went. So yeah. Loads of damage on the charge. And then in combat, the back unit of blade guys did only 3 wounds to the slam because I couldn't get them all in.
Yeah.
We managed to take off the Stegodon with the rest of the attacks.
Yeah.
And then we've left this poor guy on...
Let's take it 11.
Has he got 3 wounds left?
3 left, I think 14
Yeah.
on them. Yeah.
Yeah, so
the
that...
stench of death is real for him, yeah.
Yeah, so it was a crazy turn because everything went right for a change.
Which gives you...
4 points.
Yeah. And a very, very important priority roll about to come up. One would almost say game changing. I'm not even going to look at Ben's. I can see that I've got a 4.
I too.
And I'm going to see... He's got a 4. Oh, thank the gods. Oh, thank the gods.
You break ties, Mr. Turner.
Oh, dear Lord.
What would you like to do?
I'm going to go home. Yes, yes, I shall take it.
Oh, no.
Oh, thank you for the priority. Oh my word, that would have been awful. That would have been, quickest battle report I think we've ever done. It was ridiculous how he came up and came in. It's almost like he played it perfectly. But anyway, that was that turn. We lost the Stegodon. We thought, right, let's recoup. What can we do? So we have to pick our battle tactic first. So we chose battle tactic number 6, please, which is bait and trap. So the idea is 2 units that are in combat, retreat. 2 units that are not in combat, go in. Which, surprisingly enough, because Ben had completely got me everywhere, retreating was not a problem when you've got your Kermie, the general, and in combat, and you've got a wounded Stegodon and several other things, and other Stegodons watching and going, I want to play too! So, Ben chose B as the objective, so these 2 are currently the ones in play. These are now not here, ignore them, you can't see them. So bait and trap, we'd went for a command point on Kermie, got the command point, and we thought, right, now we're going to have to really show what magic does. So we popped a pendulum from the Troglodon out, which slapped into the ghosts here. Managed to roll a 1 for 1, so didn't hit them. The other one took another 4 off. Then Kermie popped out the burning head. Burning head? No, he didn't. He popped out the gnashing jaws. Much bigger version of the burning head. Less cream needed. So he popped it out here, sort of thing, and it kind of went yum 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 yum. 13 inches and landed there. Rolled the dice, boom, and we popped 5 ghosts, I think it was. Popped 5 ghosts, I think you saved 1. Oh, I didn't save any. Well, yeah, popped another 5 off there, that disappeared. We then went for the big one, We'd went for the big blizzard. It's both time for me and Ben to go in for the big primal dice. We'd both rolled a 4 up each, so we'd both got 2 each, if you like. So pumped them all in. I went for my 2 initially, rolled my 2. I think I rolled low, didn't I? But we've got the ability to have a re-roll per turn. Yep. So I re-rolled.
Yeah.
Got an 8.
It was a decent roll.
Not bad. So I thought, I've got my 1 primal dice left because I'd used that in the previous round, and I threw that, and I got another 4. So that took me to the 12 that I needed, plus 1 because, I'm a frog. So I'm sitting on 13. Ben picks up the dice. He rolls his first 2.
Bearing in mind, I'd saved my 1 dispel for this.
For nothing else but this, because it goes to like, that's 46 mortal wounds and I don't want that.
Nope.
And Ben's like, don't worry, I got your back. So he picked up his 2 initial dice, threw those, and he gets 7. Nice and average. So he's like, got 2 primal dice. Let's pick up 1 at a time. Boom, pops another one, gets 3. Takes him to 10. He's like, oh, need a 4 plus. Rolls, spin, and he gets 1, 2, 3. He gets 4. He gets a 4. Yeah. So he gets 14 to the 13, cancels it out, and the ghosts go, oh, and keep floating.
He did get smashed by 2 other endless spells.
But yeah, they'd already taken a kicking elsewhere. So bait and trap wise though, 1 Stegodon went, goodbye. Stegodon number 2 stepped up, charged in, caused some mortal wounds. But then after that, the pair of them, they just looked at each other and went, nah, I can't be bothered with anything else. So we've got 8 wounds off the big bad black coach. Meanwhile, Stegodon here kind of trundled up. Thought he'd have a few shots and things like that. Got a few in there. Choggy. Well, at the beginning of the term, he was like, oh, do I stay or do I retreat? And he went, oh, what the heck? We're going to stay. Keep his aura of death around him at his -1. I managed to get a few wounds himself, and then Kermie took over the mind of the Troglodon. He went, I'm a Troglodon, and I will give you +1 to hit. And so with that and all-out attack, Troglodon actually did some damage and reduced down to 1 of those lovely ghosties. Meanwhile, the Bastillodon went, I will save you, and threw himself, just walloped himself into the blade geist, and used his big bludgeoning tail. And he wiped out, was it like 5 or something?
Yeah,
his new rule is
a good amount.
Yeah, his new rule is like, you roll the dice on a 2-up, whatever the difference is on that dice roll, that you get that. So he rolled, I think it was like a 5, and it's mortal wounds if you roll equal to all the number of models that you have. And obviously Ben had a few at the time, doesn't now. Stumbled a few more, and Ben then used Inspiring Presence to make sure he didn't go away. Yeah. But then, of course, couldn't save these guys, and lost about another 4. Another 4 dropped in. Yeah. So it's not great, but it's not as bad as it would have been if Ben had won turn 2. So I managed to control both because war parties are worth 10. So we managed to take that off the black coach there, and we did the whole bait and trap. So we did that. So after all that effort, dear viewer, we still only get 1, get a second one, did the battle tactic, which gives us 4. Didn't have any wizards on the point. So it gives me 6 plays 4 at the moment, but we're about to see what Ben can do in turn 2. I'm a little bit worried. Okay.
Turn 2 for Nighthaunt. A tense turn. Couldn't decide on a battle tactic. Ended up going for Surround and Destroy, which is to have 3 units at the edge of the board, and 2 of them have to be outside your territory. Now, this was going to go okay because I had 3 Blade Geist over there that I was going to retreat nicely. And I had my black coach, which could just jump over there, and I had a hero I could spare to run this way over here. That was the plan. Anyway, hero phase, cast Hoarfrost, got a 8 to cast, so it was good, and I thought, it's my only spell, I've got 1 primal dice, because we both rolled 1 again, so I'll use it. and got a 6, so it was auto cast, which was really good. And yeah, Adam couldn't unbind it, so I got -3 rand on my Bladegeist.
Boo.
Very good, very good. Yeah, and then end of the hero phase, Mr. Turner decided to roll super high with the jaws and went, "Oh, you need these for your battle tactic, don't you?" Yeah, and killed them 3 that were there. So, instant sweaty panic mode. Got to the movement phase. Put the black coach over here. Yes, good boy. Ran the Cruciator this way. Good boy. Moved the Bladegeist up to here. Adam got a redeploy. Only rolled a 1 on. Is it a Stegodon?
Yeah, Stegodon. Yep.
That was there. Yeah. And then ended the movement phase. Rule of the Spirit Hosts, because I needed a unit to bring up, and I got it. I got the 4. Squeaky bum time. Delicious. We love it. So yeah, brought them up over there for the battle tactic, which was good. And then did an insane number of mortal wounds into this Stegodon, and I would have -3 rend, 2 to hit, 2 to wound because of the bubbles. Just carved them to pieces. Yeah. Unfortunately, it meant I had to leave this objective for Adam to hold. So I only scored 4 because I do have my Whiz, my Guardian of Souls on there, and
then you control it.
Yeah, and the controller.
And battle tactic.
Yeah.
So
gives me 4 points, taking me to 8.
So
now it's
rather
squeaky bum time.
Delicious time again.
I think I need this one.
Oh, crumb.
Yours is out.
What are we up against?
I've got a 5.
Oh, people.
Oh, yes!
No.
It's time to say boo.
Oh.
So, we are on Nighthaunt turn 3 after winning the priority, which we definitely needed. Battle tactic, we went for Intimidate Invaders, which is to have more units outside of your deployment zone than in your deployment zone. Me and Adam both rolled primal dice. We both rolled a 4, so we got 2 each. And yeah, that was it for that. Spell-wise, I tried to cast Hoarfrost again on my unit of 20 Bladegeist because I wanted that juicy 3 rend. I didn't get it, but I rolled a 4 and a 1. Now, I wanted to use a primal dice, but if I'd rolled a 1, everything would have died. So I didn't risk it, so no more spells went off. So we both have 2 primal dice each still, which is going to be big for this blizzard that's going to happen. Yeah, and then movement, we just moved a couple of units just up because deployment zone's here on this map, so it's halfway, so we just made sure everything was over there. The Bladegeist moved. Adam parked the jaws in this little valley here, so I'm having to fly around it, so it's going to hurt in his hero phase big time. Yeah, there's no shooting, so straight into charges. This Bladegeist unit moved up and then charged into here. We got a good amount of mortal wounds off on there. We had a good combat there as well. He's only got 2 wounds left, that Stegodon, but I did lose 6 Bladegeist, which
shouldn't even be here.
It should be. Yeah, they're right. The black coach on the other side of the board charged and killed the Stegodon that was there with the impact hits, so got rid of 1. And then the Bladegeist, because of the stupid jaws, we rolled a 7, which was just enough to get me into the Bastiladon, so rather than risking a reroll, I decided to take it. 20 Bladegeist, every 5 up is a mortal wound into the Bastiladon. I think I rolled 2.
You got 2. You got
Yeah.
2, yeah. Of course,
I got
2 in
two
combat.
fives.
And, yeah.
Yeah.
Compared to that poor Stegodon that was over here.
Yeah, yeah, they all went
for a
into that
lot.
one for some reason.
Yeah, yeah. Moral of the story, only have 10. Great.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
But I didn't lose any in return. But yeah, I don't know. A weird turn of just trying to score as many points as possible. So I get the battle tactic for 2. I control this one because Adam chose bees again. And I got a whiz on there. So I scored a 4, which gives me 12. But it is now Adam's turn, and there's going to be a hell of a maelstrom kicking off. Yahoo!
So I went through a list of 8 battle tactics in the book, couldn't do 1. Went through the 6 available to me in the Seraphon book, found 1. So out of a potential 14, I found 1 that I could do. Let's take a quick look. So I called overwhelming odds, and I said that I needed a skink unit to take over an objective that Ben is in control of. I already controlled this one, so I couldn't have it. So the only one I could go for is this one. So the skink oracle spurred his troglodon on, and he marched out, moved round strongly to here, and thought, I'm going to bear down on here. But there was a lot more to go before that, because we had a lot of ghosts here. Ben picked up the dice to try and get rid of the gnashing jaws. He rolled a 1 and a 3. Yeah. He looked to his primal dice and grabbed 1, threw it in there, got rid of it. Just by 1. It was a risky dice, but he got rid of it. But in the hole of where the burning head was, Kermie thought, well, what if I put an axe in there? And tick-tock, tick-tock, tick-tock. I think we threw about 5 or 6 wounds on the blade gas, and 1 wound on my little man. Spirit Torment just sat there. He then picked up an arcane bolt, threw it into the faces of the ghosts, killed 1 more. Meanwhile, to take the attention away, the skink oracle bathed himself in light and put a mystical shield on himself. And then we built up to the big moment. I looked across the primal dice. I saw that I had 2. Ben has 1. And we called for the blizzard. We called it hard. We raised our hands to the sky. I felt like Palpatine, and I just picked up Vader and I threw the ghost down. I picked up 2 dice. I rolled them out. I rolled a 9. I got the 9. I held at 9. I've got +1 to cast. I then picked up another primal dice. Popped it out. Popped a 6 in. Picked up another primal dice. Rolled it in again. Rolled another 5. Taking me to a total of 21. Ben picks up his dice. Rolls his basic ones. He rolls like a 5 and a 3. Yeah. We know it's not much. He throws in a primal dice anyway. He gets a 6. It's not enough. No. And the breeze blew through. Picked up the 4d6. 4. 2, 1. 11. But Ben decided to only save 1.
Yeah.
And 10 ghosts were evaporated. Which then at that point left just 5 little guys. As Ben was predicting, they probably weren't going to be there the turn after. And so we shot them, charged them, hit them, and down to the final dice. He rolled, and the ghosts disappeared. Meanwhile, Mr. Troglodon, needing that battle tactic, seized on the opportunity, thought, right, well, I'll spit and shoot and beat up everything of that wizard character that was sat here, the Guardian. And he did. He vanquished him and a friend of his nearby, which not only got us the battle tactic, not only did it score us both objectives, but he killed a wizard.
Yeah, big.
So we went from 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 to 5.
My little whiz.
Little Wiz gone, and it drags me back in. 11 plays 12.
Yeah.
A big prio, not like there hasn't been a big prio all game.
This is bigger than
this
big.
is bigger than big. This is like imagine aliens. That kind of big.
Yeah.
It's like Hollywood big. So we're gonna have a roll.
Here we go.
See, we got a 2, no,
a 3. The Nighthaunt will take priority and take turn 4.
No! Damn, well done.
Nighthaunt turn 4. Tough choice, battle tactic wise. We went for 1 stop, no return. So contest an objective with a black coach within 3 inches. Rolled a primal dice. I didn't get one. Adam got one. So we just only got 1 each. And I went for an extra command point on the Spirit Torment because needs must. There was no hero phase because no wizards or stuff to do like that. So for the battle tactic, Black Coach was over here. He bounced over to here, following the nice little ghostly paths, and I had to charge the Stegosaurus. That thing, yes, that was there.
Yeah.
With a Black Coach, I didn't shoot because I didn't want to kill it. Rolled my charges, wasn't enough. I'm 9 inches away, wasn't enough.
I don't understand it. I don't understand.
It's okay. It's okay. I got a reroll.
Yeah.
Oh,
Where was all that turn 1?
yeah, that's not there either. Oh no. Battle tactic not achieved. Charged a blade, guys. Only go and roll an 11 for them. Damn it! Anyway, we killed it regardless. But I did lose my little chain ghast over here to the big purple dino.
Troggy.
But I only score 1 point. Because ain't got no whiz.
Ain't got no whiz.
Got no battle tactic. And I only hold 1 objective. So it's 13. Adam's 2 points behind me.
I don't know.
Let's see what happens.
Oh my days.
Abba dabba doo.
So, again, looked through the potential 14 battle tactics and started to scratch my little skinky head and thought I was done again. All I could think, the only thing I could find was to kill a unit with magic, okay? The problem was the endless spell was already tethered to Kermie. Alright, so I chose the chain, what was it, chain ghast? Was it chain?
The guy you killed?
The guy, yeah.
Spirit Torment.
That's it, so I chose the Spirit Torment. You've taken 1 wound. I already had the pendulum up with the scythe, with Kirby, so therefore he couldn't cast it. So therefore we had the Oracle had to try and go for Gnashing Jaws, so that he would be in control of the spell. So I had 2 primal dice, Ben had 2 primal dice. I rolled a 9, thought it was a good start.
It was a good roll.
I've got +1, that takes me to 10. I rolled 2 more primal dice. I got all the way up to 16. Ben got 18. There goes that idea. So we used the Oracle with Kermy at the last shot. Kermy put Arcane Bolt onto the Oracle, cast it through, and said, Oracle has Arcane Bolt. So the Oracle holds the Arcane Bolt. And then we were desperate at that point. We shot with the Oracle to try and get some wounds down. We got 2 wounds through, which leaves him with 3 left at this... got 2 through, you saved 1, so it left him with 3 left.
Yeah, 3 left.
So I thought, right, we charge. Oh, I even shot with the Bastard to try and, whittle it down. 1, 1, 2.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, please don't be the turn of 1.
He was pulling all the stops.
All the stops out. So we had to charge. We charged. I thought, I'll stomp,
Yeah.
right? I'll stomp. What did I roll?
Bearing in mind, he only had D3 wounds left.
Yeah,
he only had 3.
Three, so if I D3 could kill him, but I thought with saves and shrugs, etc., I'll go for it. I'll try and get him down a bit. I rolled a 1. I'll roll him. Rolled a 1. Right, that's it. I'm releasing the Arcane Bolt. Rolled a 5. I've got the 3. The 3 are through. Ben picks up his 2 dice. Oh my god, this is it. And didn't roll a 6. He didn't roll a 6.
No.
So he's dead. And so died to magic. So got the battle tactic. Huzzah! The world. Kermy had run up just to try and tag the objective, which he did just. Scratched his little... He just leaped. So he got that. So out of what I felt was going to be nothing, I managed to get a battle tactic. So somehow I got the objective, got a wizard onto the objective, which comes into 2, and the battle tactic, which gets me 4. Oh! All of a sudden, for the first time in 4 turns, I'm ahead. I'm ahead. With a heck of a prior roll. Again! I haven't got the energy. Here we go.
Oh, Nighthaunt!
Again!
Pinching it again.
Oh, I swear the dice bounced off it. I want to reroll.
Yeah. No.
Damn it. I mean, well done.
Nighthaunt, turn 5.
Yes.
Nighthaunt, turn 5. Battle tactic, endless expiration. Kill the thing that's controlling the endless spell to make it go wild, which is the slan. Quite plausible with a black coach. Yeah, so we moved it. Well, teleported it. Used its power of the coach thing to lose my ward save of 4 and fire everything into there. On a 2-up you take 3 D3 mortal wounds. I rolled the 2 and then I rolled 5 mortal wounds. A 3 and 2 1s. Classic. So yeah, adds up to 5 total wounds, and then for some reason on the charging the black coach just doesn't want to charge anymore. It's completely run out of steam. The horses are tired. Well, I don't know. He doesn't want to charge. In other movement, well, Cruciator ran 6. He's just clipping the edge there.
Yeah, I chose as A. So.
Oh yeah. So these 2 are active. They just moved to there. The black coach isn't on the objective. Just this guy, because I needed to get the 9-inch charge off, but we didn't. So it only scores me that 1 point, which is devastating, because I could be leading by 1 right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, well, fingers crossed we can somehow stop something. I don't know.
Me and Ben have got to stop having these games. Seriously, it's bad enough when I watch my football club, let alone going through these games. I don't think my nerves can take it anymore. He was clever. So the only battle tactic I had left was the intimidating invaders. A little bit late, I know. Most people will be playing that card probably quite early on, but it's taken me till turn 5 to get my slow dino bums across the line because it's right down the middle. So I said that I'd have more there than I would here, which I have achieved. I've managed Trog has jumped over, Kermie's jumped over, and Bobby the Bastillodon's just nipped back here. So I was trying to work out, Ben's grand strategy is fight or flight. So he either has to be on them, and I'm not
On the
objectives. But if I'm on them, he isn't. So therefore, he still gets the grand strategy. So it's quite hard to try and stop. So, which is why I'd chosen these for the final turns. So when he'd run there and put the little guy on the edge, I thought, well, what I'll do is I'll come round, I'll pop a run to here, but he cleverly went for a command point early doors. And I thought, why is he going for the command point and he doesn't want to stop the magic? And then it became obvious. He didn't care about the black coach. I blew it away with a blizzard again.
Oh yeah, big blizzard.
Big blizzard. It's gone again. Do like that spell when you get to use about 400 extra dice. So I thought, well, I've run onto there. And then, of course, the command point came obvious. He was right on the edge. Redeploy. And he steps off the objective. Even if I'd killed him, it wouldn't have mattered because, therefore, he wasn't there. So either way, he gets the fight or flight. So it is such a clever way to finish the game. You think you've got them, but you haven't. So all I could do, though, was get the points I did. I shot a few last shots. Bobby shot a few last shots. Got them down to like 1. It doesn't matter. The writing's on the wall. So we scored the 1 here, scored another 1, didn't have a wizard on it, but I did have more than I did here, giving me the 4 points on the turn, and Kermie's still alive. So I get my grand strategy, and because Ben's very cleverly done the objectives, he gets his.
Cheeky redeploys.
Cheeky redeploys for the thing. So, yeah. 21 plays 17. I think it's very much time for a conclusion. Conclusion time, folks. Wow.
What a game. What a game.
What?
Oh, that was hard fought.
Oh, my
Definitely.
God. Where do I begin? If you'd won that prio turn 2.
Oh, yeah, game over.
I still thought I couldn't see a way back. I honestly thought.
No, as soon in your turn when you killed, I think it was 31 Blade Geist.
Yeah, that was quite good.
Yeah,
that was quite good. That
was game.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, when they were all over me, the punch out, the shooting kind of helped. The endless spells coming out helped.
Yeah.
Didn't get the big blizzard off that turn.
No, that's the one.
It managed to stop.
Yeah.
That seems like days ago.
Yeah.
It seems like days ago. But you were up, I was down. It was like, it just had everything. It was just really, really good. The Nighthaunt just.
If I had got the charge off for the black coach, we were within 3 of the
any of the charges, because like say, turn 1. You charged with your eyes closed.
Yeah.
Everything charged. Everything got in.
I didn't roll well within a 9.
Yeah, no, you didn't. You're like, I'm not doing mortal wounds, and this comes like blah. I thought Troggy was dead turn 1. You did like 8 mortal wounds on the charge. He was down. He was out. Thank God he recovers every turn. I mean, that boy is an absolute.
Yeah.
Oh, he carried that entire army.
Big time.
He was amazing.
Without the spells coming through him as well.
Yeah. That's it.
Crazy.
It was being, and I know that you're only allowed to do like 1 through him now, which in the old days you could. Well, the old days when the book was out for about 3 days, you could put everything through him all the time. I can see why with the better army when you have all the wizards and stuff, that would just be it's pointless, really, isn't it? But at least this made this interesting, you know, and to have a couple of endless spells, some of the most devastating endless spells flying around. I mean, you had Purple Sun.
Yeah.
I've got Gnashing Jaws, the axe. 40 points for the axe.
It's funny though how I chose Half-Frost mid-game over the Purple Sun.
Yeah, you leaned more into that. It was doing more. Well, it would do more for you because it turned.
I think it's just more versatile because you get. Yeah. It just depends on the dice roll whether you get the extra rend.
Yeah, do you go rend? Do you go hitting? Do you get? Yeah, that's it. It just, but it made him really good. But I thought when you got them to come back on a 4-up, so now we're up to 70 blade glass. Yeah. I was like, oh dear lord. And the Stegodons, although they're worth 10. They don't half fall over quickly. 4-up save. There's no shrugs. There's no nothing.
Yeah, felt surprisingly squishy.
They really are.
A lot of mortal wounds on the charge.
Yeah, you do kick out a lot. It was remarkable that, I was kicking myself for deployment with Kermie, and if I'd just been, I don't know why I was obsessed with being on the objective to begin with. I should have just been back. I could have moved on to it after the turn, after going for casting the spells. Had to go for it. I thought that'd put myself in a really bad position. And then especially when you rub salt into the wounds and went, hey, you know what? I cast Purple Sun. Can't unbind it. Yeah. There you go. That's how you do that battle tactic. Yep.
I just did some math as well. If my black coach made both them charges, it'd have been a draw. All I had to do was charge. And they were both rerolls. Technically, I made 4 charges.
You did, because
one was to get 2 turns.
One was to get the within 3 inch of the point, wasn't it?
Yeah,
and that failed. And then, to kill Kermie, and you'd already put 5 mortal wounds on. Yeah. You'd have easily just got the other 2 wounds, and that would have been it.
Impact hits and
that would have been it.
Yeah.
Dice.
Could have been.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Hey, I've broken the duck with the white tea as well.
Yeah.
The white tea is meant to be cursed, but no, it is not. What do we think of the scenario?
Amazing. It was so versatile,
with the whole there.
Yeah, but only 2 being in play.
I know, and you're not scoring more.
No, yeah.
It's
one, score 2,
and then that's only 2. Now what do I do? And then Whiz. And then obviously I gained a bonus point by killing a Whiz.
Yeah.
So.
Imagine killing a wizard heavy army in this. Your points would fly up.
Yeah.
If you're against each.
And you managed to kill a few things.
I'm going to make it these 2, and I'm just going to come and kill you.
Yeah. Crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, because initially you think, every time they contest one, they'll be fine. But trying to get around and everyone's there. All these scenarios are very, very close. Think about some of those scary armies that, like Slaves to Darkness that just do the run and charge.
Oh yeah.
You're just whoa, 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 and straight into you, and you've not got any chance. It's just these are really close. But that made for I hope. It made fantastic. Have you got a man in the match or a unit in the match?
I can hear Rawson saying the black coach.
You can hear him.
I really want it to be the black coach,
but he failed the 2 charges with rerolls, so it can't be him.
So I don't know. It'd have to go to one of the unit of blade guys.
Yeah, they did some work. They do what they do. Get the charges in, get the extra attacks, 3 attacks each.
Probably. The unit that was left on the table.
The unit 10?
The unit of 20 that was initially on deployment. Right. I picked up the other 2.
Oh, yes.
So the 20 that were down, that came right round the edge of the board.
Worked all the way around.
Yeah, managed to get into the back lines. Yep. The big double conga line stretching across. Yeah. Because I think they formed a hell of an anchor of which you had to...
I had to work. I had to. I couldn't picture me doing it at the time. I just thought, how am I going to get rid of these down? If he keeps rolling a 4-up, then that's me done. I mean, it's easy for me. Mr. Purplehead himself, your Troggy, he just what a guy! It's gone right to my heart. That whole -1 to hit bubble, nearby him, and he did so much work. It was great. And then the healing in each hero phase just kept, ended up on full wounds after nearly dying in turn 1. Your 1.
Yeah, he only had 4 left, didn't he?
At one point, yeah. Yeah, he had to work it all the way back. Yeah. It was incredible.
But then you had double endless spell. Whoa, coming around the unit of the 40 blade guys that were there.
Just went.
And you killed something like 31 of them. Yeah,
it was incredible. Just blasting out.
Nasty stuff.
I was almost thinking in my head if that had been Croak and he'd just been going deliverance, just the blast out would, or if it had been the Starborn when you got the nodes going off because it would. Yeah, wow.
And the only thing I should have done different would have been to put the Krulgas Cruciator out.
In the grave.
Yeah, and then bring them up with the other 2 units of 20.
Okay.
Just for the -1 damage. Could have been a little bit more there. Could have been a bit more durable.
No, definitely, yeah. That's it for in the combat phases and
but
the
then
shooting.
he scored me points for running back.
I was going to say, so it's hard to shout at him really at that point. And also, technically speaking, got you the grand strat as he jumped off the objective.
Yeah.
So can't really blame it on the guy.
No,
Just
he's done very well.
Did his work, yeah. I was just, that was just amazing. I loved it. What crazy. So, if you'd like to see more crazy games, I don't know if I can take it, but if you want to see some more, then please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and why not Patreon?
Hit the bell as well.
Hit the bell. That's
so you always get a notification when we post a video.
There you go. See, couldn't have said it better myself. So, as like we always say, until next time. Bye.